Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. I'm back here at Ciocca Lincoln in Lawrenceville, New Jersey, today to check out what could be the last American-made luxury car. This is the 2020 Lincoln Continental Reserve. Let's check it out. All right, we're at the front end of this Continental. Right away, you got that big, large chrome grille, the big Lincoln badge in the middle with the forward-facing camera right underneath. We have all LED lighting up front, LED headlights, LED daytime running lights, LED fog lamps. This is a new color for 2020. It's called Silver Radiance Metallic. All right, wheel and tire setup on this Continental. We have a 20-inch chrome wheel with some black accents, standard brake and rotor package. This is wrapped in all-season tires, 245, 40 series sidewall, 20s, and this is an all-wheel drive car. Full side profile on the Continental. It is a large luxury automobile. Right, we have very strong body line coming from that Continental badge on the front fender underneath the side view mirror, all the way through the mid rear door, those nice strong haunches. This is a very, very powerful, I think, strong looking luxury vehicle. As we come in closer, we are fully color matched around the wheel well. We have that Continental badge in chrome. We're color matched on the side view mirror, LED turn signal. There is our 360-degree camera. We are chrome on the door handles, and I like the way the door handles are built into the chrome along the bottom of the window, which I think is a nice touch. We have a left side fuel filler cap, blacked out roof, gloss black shark fin antenna, blacked out roof with the panoramic sunroof. All right, the rear end of the Lincoln is we have a large trunk. We have a little kick-up design above the Lincoln badge, which I think looks interesting. All LED lighting in the back. And as we drop down, we're color matched all the way down, and there is functional dual exhaust. All right, under the hood, we're looking at this 3-liter twin-turbo V6 Lincoln power plant mated to a 6-speed automatic transmission, 400 horsepower, 400 pound-feet of torque. MPGs, it's where this car is going to suffer. 16 in the city, 24 on the highway, 19 combined. This engine can run on 87 octane or regular unleaded. However, in the owner's manual, Lincoln recommends you put in 91 octane or super unleaded for proper response and optimal engine performance. 0 to 60 time, Lincoln is quoting 6 seconds in this car. However, back in 2020, when Car and Driver did their 0 to 60 test, they got 0 to 60 in 5 seconds, which either way makes this a pretty quick luxury vehicle. This also comes with a smaller 2.7 liter twin turbo V6 in the Reserve. So you have 2 different engine options. When you option the 3-liter, it was an extra $3,200 to get this engine. All right, we are inside this 2020 Continental Reserve. This car has 12,255 miles on it, and it is for sale here at Ciocca Lincoln on the pre-owned lot. Now, when this car was brand new back in 2020, the MSRP, $72,380. Asking price today for this car with the mileage as a one owner, $54,995. Let's see what you get here in the interior. All right, to the footbox, we have a nice large dead pedal, brake and accelerator. Nothing to write home about here. This does have carpeted floor mats, which are in the trunk. You have the door sill plate, nice in chrome, that says Lincoln across. And what you have here for the front seats, all leather, very nice bolstering, very nice design. It's all black leather. The 2 front seats, this is optioned with this 30-way massage seats for the front and driver and front passenger. So 30-way power massaging seats for both front passengers. Very nice touch. All right, door panels, we have very, very soft touch material up top. We have that nice wood veneer around the power seat controls and the massage controls. The massage control is up on top where you have that seat with the little squiggly 9 in front of it. That is the massaging seat for the passenger. Driver has the same thing. Nice silver trim around the speakers. This does have the optional Revel 19 speaker premium sound system in it, which is another big option. We have flat black around the switchgear, which I like. Another big speaker down below. And believe it or not, the door handle to get out of this car is way down below inside the door pocket, right behind those big speakers. And that's where you can open the door to get out. It took me a few minutes to find it because it's all in black and it's not well marked, but an interesting area for the door handle. And then that button right in the middle, you tap that and it opens the rear doors. One for the passenger and one for the driver to open the rear doors for the rear passengers. Another real nice touch here in this Continental. We come over to the dashboard. We have soft touch material up top. This is a Continental. I really like to see this in leather rather than soft touch. I can understand why they went soft touch, because leather in the sun is going to fade and it could get crispy. So I can understand why they went that way. We have more of that wood veneer. We have the heat and air vent, and then down below more soft touch material around the glove box, and then a nice large glove box. On top, you have that nice big speaker. You can see it says Revel Ultima. You have your 4-way hazards. You have your heat and air vents. And then we have the fully integrated into the dash, which I like. Right underneath the Lincoln badge is your 8-inch Sync 3 with nav, wired Apple CarPlay, wired Android Auto. It is the older Sync 3, so it is not as responsive as Sync 4 to the touch. There is a little bit of a delay, but overall it is a very, very nice setup, and I like the fact that they have this integrated into the system, and they're still using Sync 3 in their new cars, so it's not that old of a system. We come down further, and here's our command center right here for our climate control, synced up with the passenger and the driver, which I like, the dual climate control. We have 3-stage heated seats, 3-stage ventilated seats for the driver and front passenger, as well as a heated steering wheel, which I love. Really like that action going on. Down below, if you open this, we have more wood veneer along here. You just push this button and open it. And then down below there, you have a 12-volt and 2 USB-As, which is nice. We come down further and we have our Lincoln key fob right here. We have unlock, lock, remote start, open the trunk, panic button with your Lincoln badge on the back. Nice and light, not too heavy. I like that. We have 2 cup holders and an area here for some change or snacks or whatever you want to put in here. And it's got a nice design on the bottom, which I like. We have a nice and soft center armrest. And as we pop this up, we have a nice felt line storage area with another 12-volt. On either side of this infotainment system, you have your gear shift right here. Park, reverse, neutral, drive, and sport. There you go. It's all push button like the old style Continentals of yesteryear. Got to remember, the Continental first made its appearance in the Lincoln lineup way back in the 1940 model year, and has continued on and off all the way through this last version in 2020. We have our auto brake hold here, parking sensors off. We can look at our rear view camera. So if I put this in reverse, we have the rear view camera a bit smaller here, and it is pretty clear for an older camera with trajectory, and our 360 camera right here. So that is a nice touch. The Lincoln steering wheel, obviously a leather wrap steering wheel, nice 10 and 2 notches. We have the Lincoln badge in the middle. We have some black cross stitch around the horn button, which is nice. Some more wood veneer with chrome on the bottom here. On the left, we have our cruise control right here. And then on the right, we have our voice commands and head-up display controls right here. We do have paddles to go through this 6-speed automatic transmission. However, they are plastic. In a car this level, they should be aluminum or metal or something like that. Down on the left here, this is where you're going to have your controls for your headlights, as well as brightening and dimming the dash and popping the trunk. And on the stalks here, you're going to have controls for obviously your directionals and your fog lamps. And then on the right, controls for your windshield wiper. Dashboard, I don't know if you can see the whole thing. There's a lot of glare here. I put my hand over the sun. This is a fully digital dash here in the 2020 Continental. A nice 10-inch fully digital display. Your speedometer is right in the middle. Your tachometer is over on the left, along with your fuel level and your fuel economy gauge right there on the right. So it is a very nice looking digital dash. Fairly simple, just a couple of different colors, but I like the fact that Lincoln went all digital in the 2020 model year. All right, I'm in the back of the Continental. Enormous amounts of room back here. Enormous, as it should be in a large luxury car, 5-passenger luxury car. This seat is set for my driving position. I have tons of knee room, tons of headroom, or not tons, but a good amount of headroom at 5'11". Plenty of shoulder width room. Door panels the same as the front, so I like the consistency front to back. Soft touch material up top, the wood veneer, the silver trim around those speakers, flat black on the switchgear, and more leather trim here down below in the back. And then the button right here by my knee, I don't know if you can see it, and you hit that and it just pops the door open. There is no door handle for the back seat passengers. You just push the button, the door pops open, and then you push the door open. And this does have soft closed doors on all 4 doors. All right, the rear console for rear seat passengers, we have our heat and air vents up top, which I like. We have climate control, separate climate control for the rear seat passengers, which is nice. As we move down, we have a 12 volt and 2 USB-As for connectivity in the rear seat passengers. So obviously a nice setup. We do have, if I forgot to mention, heated seats, 2-stage heated seats for the rear passengers. However, in this kind of car, I think we need to have rear heated and rear ventilated. Obviously the car's now out of production, so no chance of that ever happening, but at least they give you heated seats. Nice leather seat pockets behind the seat of the driver and front passenger for the rear seat passengers. And then we come around, we have that same nice ebony black leather all over the back seats with cross stitch, just like the front. You pull this down, we pull this down nice and soft. Open this up, you have another spot to put some doodads, pens, pencils, papers if you're working back here, which is nice. And then you just push the button up front and you have 2 cup holders that pop out for you. So very nice touch here on the center armrest. All right, to get in the trunk of the Lincoln, you can do that from the dash, you can do that from the key fob, or you can come up and right underneath the O in the Lincoln is a button. You push it and we have nice electric assist on the way up. This button will automatically close the trunk for you as well. And in the back we have a nice large trunk space. Here are the carpeted floor mats that come with the car. We'll throw them back there, but a very nice large trunk, which is a plus for this car. You pull this up and you get a nice spare tire. Thank you, Lincoln, for including that. But overall, a really nice trunk in the back, and you even get a tie down in case you need to tie anything down on the left and the right side. So not bad, very nice looking. All right, before we go driving, I do have a print-off copy of the original window sticker of this car, so feel free to stop the video, take a quick look at what all the options were back in 2020 in this ultimate Lincoln luxury car. All right, we are pulling out of Ciocca Lincoln in this Continental. We got a lot of traffic on Route 1, unfortunately, as there always seems to be. But we're going to get a break here in a minute, I think. All right. And we are off. And we're not going to dilly-dally here on the road, on the back roads. We're going to take this car where it was meant to be taken, which is highway cruising. Comfort. That's the name of the game with this. The head-up display in here is pretty basic. It gives you your range to empty, how fast you're going, what the speed limit on the road is, the current time, and the outside temperature. So that's what the head-up display has. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but that's what I'm seeing behind the wheel. I have a very nice view of the road. I put the seat down a little bit lower. It was a little high. Nice side view mirrors to take a look out of, no problem. Big rear view mirror. A lot of a view out of the side window, so I really don't have many blind spots in this car at all, which is nice. And you know what? This 3-liter twin turbo is quick. This car is 5,700 pounds with, you know, obviously the all-wheel drive system adding weight. But this 3-liter gets it off the line pretty quick. What I am noticing, which I think is very interesting, is the ride isn't as soft as I would have expected in a luxury car. It is on the firmer side. You can feel more of the road, and I actually can feel feedback from the front wheels coming through the steering wheel, telling me what the road is doing. Now, from a luxury point of view, that is unusual. So they have definitely tried to make this a little bit more focused, even though it's a luxury car, on the driving enthusiast with this bigger engine, and now with some pretty good feedback coming through the steering wheel and some pretty good handling overall here in this car on this on-ramp. It feels pretty good. We do have some body roll to be expected, but the cornering feels good. The power to get it up to speed and on the road is really good. This twin turbo V6 is a nice engine. Is it worth $3,265 option? I don't know, because I haven't driven the 2.7 liter twin turbo V6 for comparison, but that's a big price for this bigger engine. But you know, I would definitely option the bigger engine. It looks like, I'm sure most people probably did, Ciocca Lincoln has 7 of these Continentals on their pre-owned lot, and only 1 has the 2.7 liter, and the rest have the 3 liter. And there's also 1 standard that has the other optional engine, which is the 3.7 liter naturally aspirated engine, which you could only get in the standard trim. When you go reserve trim or black label, you have the option of the 2.7 liter standard, or you could option in this 3-liter twin turbo for an extra $3,265. That's how it worked back in 2020 for the final model year of this car, and perhaps the final American luxury car made, and definitely, I think, the last one made that's fully gas powered. Cadillac, well before 2020, went sports sedan, which I think was a smart move for them. You know, with the CT4, CT5, CT6, that lineup, They were sports sedans, and then of course they had the V series for the high performance, and then they have SUVs. The luxury Cadillac kind of went by the boards much earlier. Lincoln stuck with this luxury car all the way till 2020 before they couldn't do it anymore. And before Ford Motor Company and Lincoln Motor Company decided, you know what, we're only building one car moving forward, and that's the Mustang. Everything else will be SUVs and trucks, because that's where the market is. And so current Lincoln lineup for 2022 going into 2023 are 4 SUVs: the Navigator, the biggest one, the Aviator, midsize, the Nautilus, and the Corsair on the compact range. So no cars for Lincoln anymore. So it feels good. Why did this car fail? And it went out of production in 2020. It didn't sell well. And what are the knocks on this car? Well, the luxury inside it is nice. The interior is nice. But when you compare it to the competition, the Mercedes-Benz S-Class, it can't compete. The S-Class blows it out of the water interior-wise, without a doubt. And appointments-wise on the inside with luxury tech, and the S-Class comes with a variety of engines as well, and some of them are more powerful than this. So that was the main competitor. And then on the Japanese side, the Lexus LS, again, was the car of choice for other people. So this thing lagged behind in sales, and Lincoln decided, making the American luxury car is no longer financially making sense, and we're going to end production in the final year, 2020. But it's not because this thing is a bad car. It's just because Mercedes and Lexus had better ones out there to buy, in all fairness. Now on the used market, $55,000 for what you get here with a 400 horsepower engine and 400 pound-feet of torque. That's getting there as far as the magic price for a car of this type. I really like this drive. There have been criticisms that the 6-speed automatic is a little herky-jerky, but I certainly haven't felt that much. And even out here on the highway, as I'm zipping along, enjoying myself, I don't feel any big problem coming from the 6-speed. Seems to be fine. Should the car have an 8-speed in it? Absolutely. It's going to help you get a little bit better gas mileage, because the gas mileage in this twin-turbo V6 is atrocious. At only 16 in the city, 24 on the highway, and 19 combined. This car is a thirsty car that's going to need to stop for gas quite often with those kind of figures. But the all-wheel drive certainly helps get the power down. If you're looking for a used Continental, don't get the front-wheel drive, get the all-wheel drive, because it gets the power down much better and moves this big car much quicker off the line. The brakes, nice, right? They grip nicely. They bring the car to a stop very nicely, no issues. But for an American luxury car, right, it has its faults, but it has its pluses too. And we went over those pluses with the 8-inch screen in 2020, pretty much standard. You have your 30-way active motion power seats for the front passengers with full massage, which I have on right now, and I have to tell you, it feels pretty good. So it has some pluses, and if you want an American luxury car, this is the last one you could buy, because they were all gone before this one ended in 2020. So it's kind of a bittersweet thing. And then of course, somebody stops at a yield sign, trying to merge onto the highway. Welcome to the great state of New Jersey, where half the people drive too fast and the other half of people don't know how to drive. So, and I can say that because I live here. But overall, it is a nice package. It's up for you to decide whether $55,000 for a 3-year-old car with 12,200 miles on it is the right price for this Lincoln Continental Reserve. That's the question that only the end consumer can decide, because the end consumer dictates prices. Cars are only worth what someone is willing to pay for them. Before I end this review, I want to thank Ciocca Lincoln in Lawrenceville for giving the channel the opportunity to review and drive this 2020 Continental. I would like to thank everyone for watching this review today. If you liked it, please consider giving it a like. Please also consider subscribing and turning on that notification bell so you'll never miss another Shabby's Rides video. And I will see you guys on the rebound. Take care, everybody.